What's up, fantasy champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and the leg. You reach that goal line. It's go time.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. What is up, Raider Nation? What is up? What is up? What is up? It is your boy Darian coming to you live with another video and another live stream. It is the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Shout out to all the subscribers that has subscribed to the YouTube page. And if this is your first time ever being at the YouTube page, we would suggest that you subscribe, hit the bell button, share the live, and everything else. So make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But thanks for everybody for tuning into another Monday live show, which will be Reaction Monday during the regular season, where we have the fans call up and take over the show and have the Raider Nation call up and have them talk about the game that happened yesterday. And that was against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hold up, y'all. Let me fix this real quick. All right, here we go. Against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, we end up winning 26-17 in a very impressive win, being off of a long week. So, yeah, it's been roller coaster the last 2 weeks, but shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. So before we get into anything, shout out to Jesse, Swin Raider, Untouchable Raider 1960, Dominique 5, Todd Clements, SJ Temp, Untouchable Raider again. Chevy Silver Raider says Shannon Sharp was talking as Gruden wanted a new QB like Rodgers and Watson, but it's just media BS, which I don't watch at all, How you feeling this morning after the dub yesterday? I'm feeling really good. We just got to get healthy. We got a full week now to heal instead of a short week. I'm looking towards it, man. What's going on? Ja Raider. Richie's going to be back week 3. That means more running on the left side with Derek Carr. Won't have to look to his left side because Miller and Richie won't be blocking. I haven't heard no news about that. What's going on, Derek? What's going on, Mike Washington? What's going on, Mike Washington on Facebook? Cool Kev 75. Robert, man, Pittsburgh was much quieter city at 4:30 versus 12:55 p.m. That's a fact. Raider Tahi, what's going on? What's going on, Chronicles of the Black Hole? What's going on, OG? What's going on, y'all? So this show is not going to be too long today because I am live on the Spotlight Sports Network as well. No Tua 3-0. They say that he's day-to-day, according to Ian Rappaport. They're saying that he's day-to-day. So I wouldn't say no to it. And I'm not looking past – listen, y'all, even though that we got the win against Pittsburgh, right, I am not looking past Miami. I am not, because when you look past Miami and think about the next game before you play that game, it ends up being a trap game. So Red Nation, you just got to chill. We got to take it one game. We got to take it one day at a time, and we have to focus on each and every game. We cannot look over the game. You know, you cannot look over it. You just can't. They're going to get Tua killed. I'm not looking to the next game. I'm not looking towards week 4. I'm looking towards week 3 because we are in week 3. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Raiders 52714. We need to win game that's supposed to. We need to dominate the Dolphins and net lie be a trap. You said it best, bro. You said it best. It cannot be a trap game. These are games that we're supposed to win, but I'm not looking over it. I'm not looking over. I'm not saying that we're 3-0. I'm not saying that we're 2-0 right now. We're 2-0 right now. What's going on, Alicia Brown? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. See, that's the Raider Nation problem. Always looking far ahead. They need to chill. They gotta chill. They gotta chill. Opening kickoff tackle Trayvon Mullen. If the number one DB is playing special teams, Abram is out there too. Let me know all 53 men have brought into this team. I think they have. But what's good, John Q? What's going on? What's going on, Joel Press? We had a great game yesterday, but we cannot look over Miami. The defense not show up. Facts. You cannot. It's not. Hey, Alicia Brown, hit me up when you get a chance. If you still have my number, hit me up. We definitely need to hash some things out. I'm not gonna say much on here, but I'm not gonna do much talking. on here. I'm gonna open up the lines for the fans because this is a reaction Monday. This is a reaction Monday for y'all. I'm not gonna be doing much talking. I'm gonna let y'all come up, let y'all voice be heard, and that's what it is. This show is for the fans. It's not really for me. This show is really for the fans. I said enough. You know what I'm saying? I said enough on the live stream yesterday, and I said enough on my post-game video. I said enough. So I am going to open up the lines for y'all. Just give me 1 sec here. Oh, why did I just do that? All right, so here, let me just do this all over again. I don't know why I just did that, but we're just gonna open up. We're going to open up the lines for y'all to speak. Y'all can ask me anything y'all want to ask. Let me open up the lines. No Tua for the Dolphins. I hope we don't let down. They're not saying Tua is out right now. They're not saying Tua is out. They're saying that he's day to day. They're not saying that he's out right now. All right, let me get to here. I'm trying to get the calls up now. Let me get the banner. Let me get the number for y'all. Hope nobody deleted the number. Oh, here we go. So, fans, if you want to call up to the show to talk about the game yesterday, make sure you call 267-957-1431. That is the number to call up if you're interested in calling into the show. So go ahead and call up and let us know how you feel. Because at the end of the day, and here we go.
Denmark, SE.
And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk. With Spotlight, who is this and where you calling from?
This is OG Daniel. I'm calling from South Carolina.
Oh, my God. Mr. OG Daniel himself, the Chronicles of the Black Hole. What is good, fella? What is good, OG? How you doing this Monday? What just happened? Oh, come on. OG, call back in. OG, call back in real quick. I don't know what just happened, but call back in. I lost signal. Daniel was who was the car hater? Not OG. 50% off the merch, of all Spotlight's merch if Brian Edwards scores a TD and the Raiders win their third straight game of the opening season. Dang, Kylie Raider. I don't know about that, man. I gotta talk to Spreadshirt about that. I could definitely give a discount. Right now, we have a discount of 15% off on our Spotlight Raiders Talk merch if you want that. But OG, definitely call back. Call back up. I don't know what happened, bruh. But definitely call back. OG, this you? Hey, OG, this you?
Yeah, that's me, man. I don't know what happened. I might have lost some bandwidth or something on my phone.
I don't know what happened either because it got like the signal went out on my phone too. But how are you, brother? How are you on this Monday?
Oh man, doing great. I loved the game yesterday. Didn't chew off any fingernails. Just hung in there, watched it. I got to tell you, man, our defense is scary good.
Yeah, they're improving every week. I have to agree.
Oh yeah,
they're improving every week. Like we held them to 17 points. That's 10 less against the Baltimore Ravens. I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed. Even with all the injuries during the injury report that we had all week, and we showed up. I love it, man. I love it.
Oh yeah, next man up. But I'll tell you what, Big Ben did not leave with a clean uniform yesterday. That's for sure.
Oh, he sure didn't. He definitely didn't.
Nah, man, it was. You know what? I'm telling you, man. I'm not. The players can't overlook a game, a team. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm a fan. I can. And I'm telling you, man, we haven't gone 3-0 since 1995. It was 26 years ago, man.
Right.
I mean, it's. I'd love to see that happen. I'd like to see us go 5-0. Right now, I'm looking at the schedule, and I'm telling you, I honestly thought we were going to be a 12-5 team. I'm looking at the schedule, and I'm thinking 12-5 is our bottom. That's if we split with everybody in our division, and we lose the next two tough teams, which would be the Browns and maybe the Cowboys.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. For what I've saw last night against Kansas City, they could be swept. If we play to our potential on the defensive side of the ball against Kansas City, if Baltimore is able to get stops in crucial moments like we did against them, Kansas City can be beat.
But I said at the beginning of the season, I think we're going to sweep our whole division. But I'm also not, I'm a little bit of a realist. Okay, it's not that easy. No matter how bad the Chargers or the Broncos are, they play us hard. They give us one of the best games. They circle that one. Okay, that's just our division. It's very, very, very competitive. But I mean, realistically, I see us doing a lot better than 12-5. But I'm just going to leave my mouth shut until we see what happens.
Yeah, you got to take it. You got to take it one game at a time. Got to take it one game at a time.
Right, and the Donkeys, everybody's complaining they got this easy schedule next week. They got the Jets. Okay, but after that, they got 4 tough games in a row. They aren't going to have they're going to be keeping up with us. There's no way.
Yeah, I feel like for the first 3 weeks of the season, the Denver Broncos do have an easy schedule. They did beat the Giants. They beat the Jaguars yesterday, and now they play the Jets. Like, that's 3 easy games. That's for real. The Raiders could be 3-0 with that schedule. For real.
Right, but the thing is, if we go up, like I said, the Broncos have to play the Browns. They got to play the Steelers. Then they got to play us, and then they got to play the Ravens, then the Steelers, then us, then the Browns in a row for the second 4 games. They ain't coming out of that in one piece.
Oh, absolutely not. No, they're not at all.
No. But, yeah, man, I just want to stay high, check in with you, bro. I want to get off here. I'm not going to stay long. Give some other people a chance to call,
It's all love, brother. It's all love. Thank you for definitely calling up, letting us know about the game and how you felt about it. But one thing before you go, OG, was you kind of nervous what happened to Derek Carr and why they didn't call that roughing the passer on Derek Carr, but the next possession they called roughing the passer for Ben Roethlisberger?
I was, let's just put it this way. Yeah, they were throwing laundry at us. They always do, man. We're Raiders fans. We got to get used to that. But I'm going to tell you right now, when Derek Carr hit the ground and he was down for a minute, dude, it's a good thing I wasn't hooked up to an EKG. I would have blew it up.
Wow.
That freaked me. That had me terrified, man. I was just thinking 2016 all over again.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if you was on my live, but I was like, oh my God, with my head down, like with my hands over my face, like this can't be happening right now. This can't be happening with all the momentum that we have in this game. Just can't be happening right now.
Right. And then when he got up, he got walked off by himself, got over there, got taped up, was jumping around, doing all this stuff. I'm like, ooh, the prayers must have worked.
Right. Them prayers must have worked, man. As long as he was able to get up and, get warmed up on the sideline while that defense was out, I was like, yes, it's not nothing severe. It wasn't nothing severe. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you play 5 quarters of football, have a short week, fly across country, then you got to get in there into Pittsburgh, and it's not a friendly crowd. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, it's definitely not a friendly crowd.
I freaked out for a minute when that happened, but then when he got up, I was like, okay. He was taped up, jumping up and down on the sideline. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Facts. But thanks, OG. We really do appreciate you calling up to the show and, have more people call up and talk about it. This Reaction Monday, this y'all show today. I ain't saying much. This y'all show.
Man. Have a good one, bro. Thanks.
All right, you too. No problem.
All right, bye-bye.
And that was OG, ladies and gentlemen, the Chronicles of the Black Hole. If you have not subscribed to the Chronicles of the Black Hole, make sure y'all put OG's link in the description, y'all. So here we go. Another caller. Thank you for calling the Spotlight Radio Talk with Spotlight. Who is this and where you calling from?
Yo, what's going on, man? This is Anthony. Called earlier before, man. How's it going?
What's going on, Anthony? What's up with you, brother? What's going on? I hate when this happens, man. Hey, Anthony, try to call. Let me call you. Let me call Anthony back. Let me see if I could call him back real quick. Let me see if I could call him back real quick. Hey, Anthony, this you, man?
Yeah, that's me, man.
My bad. My phone is the phone that I use for calling shows is acting crazy. But what's going on with you, brother? What's up with you?
Like I said, just glad to have the day off today, and just glad to be listening in.
Okay. So how did you feel about the game yesterday? Let us know how you felt.
It was really good. I felt like we were very leveled. We played really good offensively as far as throwing the football. We were there defensively. We were stuck.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. Like, what is this? Wild. This shit is crazy. I don't know why it's acting like this. Let me call him back. I apologize for the inconvenience, y'all. I apologize. I don't know why I keep going in and out.
Yeah, go ahead.
My bad, brother. It's I don't know why these phone calls keep dropping, man. I don't know why they keep dropping. Have no clue, man.
Gotcha.
But let them know how they feel. Let them know how you feel about the game, man.
Yeah, the game is that we played a very solid overall game. We were good on offense. We played really well on defense. We stopped drives, and like I said, there's no BS going on.
Yeah, there's no BS going on. And how you feel about the offense and the defense overall? Like, do you feel like it was just an overall team win?
Well, let's start with the offense. And the offense, played as expected. They're really good. They had long drives. Obviously, running the football is an issue, especially with Jacobs out and the offensive line still trying to gel together. But they still held their own. But yeah, man, I thought the offense was really good. As far as the defense, they played really well because they're stopping drives, they're getting pressure on Big Ben, and yeah, man, we just did what we had to do, and it was a good game.
Yeah. So you looking forward to next week? Are you overlooking the Miami game, or do you feel as though that we need to take one game at a time? Because a lot of the Raider Nation, they saying, oh, we're automatically 3-0 because Tua might be out. Like I said, I'm not taking no team lightly this year. I'm not.
Absolutely.
A lot of these teams are, don't get me wrong, a lot of these teams are beatable, But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we're going to be 5-0 in the next couple of weeks. I'm taking it one game at a time.
Absolutely. I think that's the right attitude. That's the right mindset to have. You got to take it one game at a time. I mean, sure, when you look at a team on paper, like, oh, they're not good, they're hurt, you don't have their best players, it can be easy to overlook them. It really can be. But like I said, any given Sunday, you don't know who's going to emerge. You don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Like I said, one game at a time. Let's see what we can improve on and see what we can build our strengths on. And like I said, but I really do want this game against Miami because that was our last year. That was supposed to be our game.
Right.
That was our game to win. And I'm really looking forward to this. Regardless of whether Tua Tagovailoa plays or not, I want this football game.
Right. And I feel like even though like people can say what they want, but I'm not sleeping on Jacoby Brissett. I'm not sleeping on him because he has success in this league as a quarterback, and he's a mobile quarterback. So who do you rather have, a beat up Tua or a healthy mobile quarterback? If Tua's going to play, I'd rather have a beat up Tua. That's just my opinion.
Absolutely. And since you know what they said with injuries, and also like we played against Tua last year before Ryan Fitzpatrick stepped in, and we were doing really well against him. And regardless if Tua plays or not, we kind of have a good idea about it. So we can run schemes on him, try to confuse him a bit. He's still trying to learn his way in. And along with Miami, you can't, like I said, can't overlook them. That defense, although they played terrible yesterday, Coach Brian Flores is a really good coach, and I'm not going to take him lightly.
Right, I'm not going to take Miami lightly either, even though they lost a lot of pieces on a front seven when it comes to the Miami Dolphins, but they got a nice little back end with Byron Jones, Xavier Howard. Them guys is ball hogs. They're not their secondary. I mean, their secondary is not no slouch. I'm just not really concerned with their front seven. Their front seven is pretty weak, so I'm not really concerned with they front seven. It's just to see what our offensive line can do against a weaker defensive line.
Yeah,
that's what they can do.
Hoping, oh, sorry, you finish on that?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just how practice goes this week. We'll see if Josh Jacobs comes back, see how his foot is. Hopefully the offensive line, I know a couple guys got hurt yesterday. Hopefully some guys will come back. They'll try to emphasize more on the run. They do have a weak front seven. We'll just see how it turns out. And I'm just hoping that we can establish more of the running game because I feel like if we can do that, have a more balanced off. Because he's playing unbelievable. We don't want to rely on him doing that every week.
Right.
And like I said, we can establish something on the running game, whether it be Josh coming back, whether it be Kenyon Drake or Barber or whenever Rashard comes back. We have to establish some sort of running game if we want to be, us to have a good, successful season.
And I agree with you 100%, brother. I agree with you 100%. Watts Raider was saying that the O-line is trash, and that's the key. And that's the key. The Dolphins can't guard nobody. I'm not afraid of any team at this point. Listen, I understand that you're not afraid of any team, but I'm not gonna overlook a team because that's what we did last year in the second half of the season. We went 6-3, and we overlooked the rest of the season. I'm not doing that this year. I'm not doing it. No. I'm taking it one game at a time.
Exactly, and like I said, and also every game, no matter the result, even if it's a huge win, always look at what you can improve on.
Exactly.
What can we? Okay, we got the win, but what can we do better so that way we can be more consistent in our winning? Also, you have to work on the run game. Also, you have to work on penalties. More discipline, especially from our young guys. Like I said, and also I want to talk about the defensive side of the ball. So far, so good. I mean, they did give up a couple big plays from Big Ben, but other than that, like I still remember in the earlier season we would give up big plays left and right as far as the passing game, and so far we've been limiting that to an extent.
Right. But I mean,
and
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You got it. This is just like I said. This is your show today. I'm not doing the much talking.
Okay.
This is a fan show today. It ain't really much with me.
Yeah, and I really feel like also another part of our defense is also a problem. Our secondary has improved tremendously. I feel like Casey Hayward has been a godsend for us because that game, although he was hurt, he played hurt. He was so good. He looked like the All-Pro corner he was a couple years ago when he was with the Chargers. And like I said, I feel like he's been a huge difference maker. Trayvon Mullen, he had a nice interception. He did give up a couple plays, but I feel like he's getting better. Jonathan Abrams still laying up the wood out there. Trayvon Merrick, and then that cover safety playing really well. And I feel like our secondary is taking a huge leap from years past.
Facts. I feel like that's what I kept saying. That's what I kept saying all oh darn! My bad. I was doing something because I post on two. I work on two channels all day, so I got two. Yeah, so I just be really busy and everything. But as far as this offensive line, hopefully our offensive line can get better.
Yeah.
We look good. We look good in the second half, but I just feel like we're good against the pass. We're just not great against the run, and that's where we have to improve. If we want to run, like I love what Watch Raider said on his review. He said, "Air it out." I still want us to air it out, but we got to have some type of effectiveness on the ground as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, like once Josh comes back, you can't just air it out all the time and not use the great tailback that we have. Like, there needs to be a balance. We all know Derek can throw anywhere on the field. It's just, once defenses start figuring that out, that they're going to pass, they'll dial up some coverages and some special blitzes that Derek is not going to be able to catch all the time. So you got to establish some sort of run game.
I agree 100%, brother. And I mean, if this team keeps making the impact like they supposed to, we will be good.
Mm-hmm.
We will be good. But am I overlooking anybody? No. We did that last year. We're not going to give up 30 points. I understand our defense is looking good through the last 2 weeks, but we're not going 17-0. Like, come on, we're going to lose some games down the line.
Yeah.
But it's really up to the Raiders. Like, the only way we lose games is when we beat ourselves. For real.
Yeah. Yeah. And just like last year's Miami's game, like we beat ourselves in that game.
Right, we did. We beat ourselves in that game, and it bit us in the ass. That's exactly what it did. It bit us in the ass.
Mm-hmm. And I know for a fact that Coach Gruden and Derek Carr and the guys who were there last year, they don't want a repeat of that game. Like they're going to be more disciplined. They're going to be more detailed in. They're going to be more dialed in. And they're definitely going to want this win. Like I feel like, if all things go well and don't overlook them and you stay disciplined, this could be, really I don't want to predict anything because it's only been one day after, but it could a potential blowout game. You never know.
Right. You just gotta take it week by week. And that's what I've learned as a player, that I learned as a coach. I learned how to take games week by week. And even though y'all can say, oh, Tua's not playing, it's an automatic 3-0. But what if they come out and smack us in the mouth because we overlooked them? And then everybody's gonna be making a review as Raiders YouTubers. Oh, we shouldn't have played this way. We shouldn't have played that way. This is why I say we don't overlook teams. This is why we don't do it. I don't care if you have the number one defense in the league. It's number one defenses in the league that get beat. So it's not like I'm saying that we're going to lose, because no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we still going to win, but we have to win to the high level that we've been playing the last 2 weeks, and don't get comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. And what last season's shown us, and so far this season's shown us, that, like I said, if we can play well, we play disciplined, we execute very well, we can beat any team in this league. Absolutely anybody.
Right.
And as long as we can have those elements, as long as Derek keeps playing great, As long as Josh stays healthy and plays great, as long as Darren Waller stays healthy, plays great, and as long as our defense plays, the way they're playing right now, which is acceptable. They're playing acceptable defense, getting to the quarterback, and having decent coverage. We have a shot. We have a great shot.
And see, Watch Raider said, I'm not sold on the defense like he is. If you want to be sold on the defense after 2 weeks, knowing that we got 15 games left, yes, the defense looks good. The defense looks better than what it did all last year. Don't get me wrong, but I am optimistic. I'm not saying that we're a top 5 defense right now because we're not. I'm an optimistic type of person. I'm sorry to say, but we've seen number 1 defenses get beat in this league. We've seen it. We've seen it.
Yeah.
So it's not like teams can't get beat. Teams can get beat. The last team we really saw a team go undefeated in the regular season was the New England Patriots, and it has not been done since. Yeah, and look what happened to them. They end up losing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they eventually got beat. So like I said, as long as you have all your your necessary pieces together, you'll be okay. Just don't overlook your opponents. Don't try to predetermine that you're going to do this and do that, and all of a sudden things go awry. You have to stay disciplined and keep your eyes on the prize. Yeah, we're top 15 right now. I'm not saying that I'm overlooking our defense. I'm talking about as a team, y'all. The people in the chat, as a team, as special teams, defense, and offense, as all three phases of it, all of us have to be confident in us to make plays every single week. Because if we go in there thinking that, this is an automatic win, we get bit. We get bit in the face. Yeah, they come in there because a lot of teams, you got to figure out one thing about the NFL. When you're undefeated and you're undefeated in this league for a certain amount of time, they're going to try to come after your ass, and they're going to try to be spoilers. So you got to be 10 toes forward for those type of teams that try to spoil you for getting your first loss. You got to be 10 toes down. Absolutely, and like I said, you just cannot overlook anybody. That's just the key thing. No matter what their record is, no matter how they're playing, it's just you have to focus on what you're doing. Don't try to pay attention to what the other team is trying to do to you. In a sense, just focus on your executions, focus on your plays, and always stay disciplined. Don't try to go too reckless.
Right. Just stay disciplined to what you do. If you start playing undisciplined and you start playing out of place, it's going to kill the team. It's going to kill the team. I love what we're doing the first 2 weeks, and I'm happy with the Raiders done in the last 2 weeks. But am I overlooking that, saying that it's automatic? No. It was people in the chat saying 3-0 already. I'm not saying 3-0 right now. Do I have the Raiders winning? Yes. Is it going to be a walk in the park? No. Because those teams on the other side are just professional football players just like us. They get paid to play this game.
Yeah. No, you took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm sorry, what you say?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to lose. I'm not saying that either. I mean, the Dolphins are a pretty talented football team. They're a pretty talented football team. They have Will Fuller, they have Devontae Parker, and Mike. I can't never get his last name. That tight end from Miami. Gesicki. I could listen. They got some talented people over there. I'm not going to say they don't get me wrong. They got blown out against the Buffalo Bills last week, but exactly, the Buffalo Bills are a contention football team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a walk in the park. Because they got some talented players, and then Miami could come in with some redemption, being pissed off how they played last week and punch us in the mouth, and we're not going to be prepared for it. So hopefully this week, the Raiders are at practice. They prepare. They're confident. They moving on from the Steelers win and focusing on Miami and not focusing on week 4. We could beat the Dolphins. We could beat the Dolphins, and I had confidence that we could beat the Dolphins. But I just want the Raiders players to be confident going into this game. Like, listen, this is a game. We got to take it week by week, and we're not looking forward to week 4 until we get a W in week 3.
And I feel like Gruden will preach that. That's how I feel. Because, like I said, that last
right.
Sorry, just that with last year's game that happened, I feel like Gruden's going to pay extra attention to this game because he doesn't want to repeat of that last Miami game. He doesn't want to repeat of yesterday's game. With all the penalties inside the red zone. I feel like he's going to really clean that up and be more disciplined when it comes to inside the 20-yard line and so forth.
Yeah, it's always going to be room for improvement on a football team. It's always going to be room for improvement. Like if you look at the drive from going into halftime where we had 3 penalties on that last drive, that's something that we could clean up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the things that we can clean up. Not getting false starts, not getting ineligible receivers downfield, not getting offensive holding. Y'all can say the offensive holding on Alex Leatherwood could be bullshit, but the call was called.
Mm-hmm.
The call was called.
Yeah.
And we could have went up and been up by halftime and then we would have been good. We wouldn't have to still try to score a touchdown in the second half.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like once these things gonna rise, it's all about how your mindset is, how mentally tough you are, and can you just keep your focus on the main goal, which is winning.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, yeah, like I said, Raider Nation, everybody is saying 3-0. I understand that. I like the confidence, but do not overlook, your opponent because that's what comes back to bite us. Just don't overlook it. Stay focused. And just remember what the goal is.
Facts. I definitely agree to that. But I do got to get some other callers up on here. Just give me 1 second. I don't know how he pronounced his name. QFI76. If you got my Instagram, just message me on Instagram at Spotlight Raiders Talk, and I'll send it to you personally. Or I will put it on here. Matter of fact, I might just put it on here as well as under the banner once we get the call-in show going. If y'all do want to do a super chat, I really would appreciate the super chat. But if you want to do via Cash App, I got my personal Cash App. So if y'all want me to put it up here, just let me know in the chat, and I will definitely do that. But thank you for calling up, bro. Really do appreciate it.
So I'm just glad, that you had me in. I always love listening to your show. Always love hearing, the banter back and forth. And yeah, it's a really good show you got going on, my man.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it, brother.
All right, for sure, man. Take care. Have a great day, and go Raiders.
All right, go Raiders, man. All day, brother. All day.
All right, man. You have a great day.
You too.
All right, bye.
Shout out to Anthony for calling up. I'm gonna wait for this ad to go by on this phone app for some reason. Shoot that OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans, bro. I don't have OnlyFans. You know what, Central Cali Bear? I should make an OnlyFans just for Raiders fans. I might just make an OnlyFans. It won't be on no sexual tip, but you know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. Talk about make a OnlyFans. What? That is funny as hell. That is definitely funny. But make sure if y'all do want to call up to the show.
Los Angeles,
so here we go.
1323.
And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Spotlight. Who is this and where you calling from?
My man Spotlight, what's the deal?
Who this, man? Who this calling up right now?
Man, it's Frank White in the chat, man. What's up with you?
What's up, my guy? What's good?
What up, man? Hey, man, let's talk about these Raiders, man. I know everybody hyped up, man, and pumped up that we 2-0, man, but we got to relax. I feel like, we played 2 good teams, but we also was helped out, the Ravens was missing players. And then you see your boy Watt got hurt yesterday, so we didn't play these two teams at their full potential.
I can agree to that, but it's always the next man up. You know what I'm saying? It's always the next man up because injuries happen in football. It can happen during practice. It happen during the game. Even though we didn't get them at their full strength, they were still 2 playoff teams, regardless of that. So
Right.
even
I'm
though
not taking nothing away, but I'm just saying everybody all pumped up and they want to just put the win on Miami. We got to relax on that right there. You feel me? Hopefully the players just focused and ready to go. You feel me? I'm glad that they playing in Vegas and they don't have to play on the road. I think that's a plus for us.
right, and you gotta think about it too, that we had injuries on our side, a lot of injuries on our side, and a lot of the next men had to step up, going into these first two games. So we did have injuries on our side too. So it kind of went both ways if you think of it, But it's just we just want to win games, and we want to win games, but we just don't want to look over saying that we're already 3-0. I don't want to say that right now. I'm not going to say that right now until it says 0-0 in the fourth quarter and it says final Raiders win the game. Then I say we 3-0. But am I going to say we 3-0 right now? I absolutely not, because the game haven't started. They have not got on the field yet, and it's only Monday. So I'm not going to sit here and rush and say that we're 3-0 because Tua might be out. He's day to day with his rib injury, but by Sunday he might just want to play. You never know.
Exactly. And then another thing we got to remember, Tua played last. Tua, we was winning Miami when Tua was in the game. Will Fitzpatrick came in and really fucked us up,
Right.
So I wasn't really worried about Tua. I feel like it was, now we got to worry about another quarterback. We kind of got a game plan for him, but he might actually be better than Tua to me.
Right. I mean, Jacoby Brissett is a decent quarterback. But my thing is this, I just feel like we just need to go in there prepared. I don't want to go into a game unprepared and we have a lot of miscues and we're not playing up to the potential that we played in the last 2 weeks. So I'm just saying, take this game at a time. Once this game start, then we can evaluate why this team won or team lost. We can evaluate and then we move on to the next week. That's just part of football.
Exactly. But on another note, man, looking back at it, we watched our team play 2 weeks, man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the front office did a hell of a job, man. I feel like, man, Gruden, Mayock, they did their thing. Look at the players we got. We look at the production that's going on. A lot of people, they doubted the Ruggs move, but you got to look at it like this. We wanted a deep threat. We wasn't looking for a number one wide receiver. We got Waller for that. That's our number one receiver. And then we got for a possession receiver, we got Hunter Renfrow. It wasn't like we was looking for a deep threat. And I feel like, man, do you see what Ruggs is doing?
I see. Don't get me wrong. I see what Ruggs is doing. Don't get me wrong. He had a hell of a game yesterday. Don't get me wrong. But I need to see more route running out of him. That's the only thing. He could be somebody down the field.
He's improving.
He is improving. I love what Ruggs did yesterday. But that deep ball, he was open. He outbeat 2 defenders. I take that. I just want to see more route running. Even if it's like, it don't have to be a touchdown every time. If it is a touchdown every time, fine. If it's there, it's there. We can want to see some deep posts or some deep post corners. I want to see some footwork. I want to see if he can keep the ball in bounds while he have 2 feet in. That, I want to see that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him work the sidelines, or can he take a hit across the middle if he's running a dig route? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I watch his tape, right, what lets me know he's gonna be an okay receiver. He's not your average speedster. He's like just think of Darius Hayward back. I know you've been a Raider fan for a while.
Oh, Lord.
When we had him, that was his go-to move. You had to worry about his hands. He never went up and got the ball.
Right.
Everything that I want out of my receiver, as far as like making plays on the ball, I see Ruggs. Ruggs could make those. I see him do that. I see him go up and get the ball.
Yeah, I can see him do that.
His hands is okay. Yeah.
I can see him. I can see him do that. But think about it. If you look at that game yesterday, Hunter Renfrow was getting the dirty work. I'm sorry to say, he was getting the dirty work. He was taking hits.
He was taking game though. That's every game. We gotta give that to him.
Right, but I would love to see that from Ruggs too. Even though that Brian Edwards is a taller receiver, he could go deep down the field on 50-50 balls. Just throw it up to the man. You've seen it in the Baltimore game. Carr didn't really want to throw that ball to Edwards in coverage, but he trusted Edwards and let him go get that to force overtime. Understand they got called back. It was down on the 2. But you see that Carr. He's trusting his receivers. He's trusting his receivers, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
He's looking like 2016 Carr, man. He doesn't look frustrated in the pocket. I looked at him after that sack, you know, because I pay every time Carr get hit. I like to pay attention to him and see how, you know, if he starts to get frustrated in the pocket. He looked like retro Carr yesterday in the last 2 games. And then he going back even further, I seen it last season. I seen him coming back to himself. You know, you got to think a player. I mean, some players bounce back from injuries different. You know, I feel like he, you know, the shit was in the back of his head. You know, now
you know what it could have been though. So when you saw Derek Carr and his mentality after he got hurt, for real, if you look at it, everybody's mentality was different on Sunday.
Right.
In the 3 seasons that we saw John Gruden, we have not seen that man curse on the sideline. We have not seen that man turn red on the sideline until yesterday. That is a fact.
Oh, yeah.
You have not seen the old Chucky until yesterday.
Yeah, Chucky got a little more chill on him right now. I think he knows, you know, it's a different generation. You know, you got to come at these players a little different. You know, they're a little
he ain't do that yesterday.
Emotional.
He ain't do that yesterday.
Yesterday he was pissed off. You know, you see, he pulled our right tackle. He pulled him out the game. You could say he got injured. I think he pulled him out. He like, oh, you doing the same shit? You want another penalty on the goal line? You're out of here,
bruh. Like, yo, man, I'm telling you, man. You even heard it. I don't know if you saw. It's a clip out there on Twitter. It's a clip out there on Twitter that you heard the man curse it on the sideline. Mind you, this is how my headset looked. He moved his headset away and said, "Don't on the effing this, don't on the effing that." Oh my God, I was like, "That's the Chucky I've been looking for." That's the Chucky I've been looking for. That's holding players accountable. I love that's the Chucky that I wanted.
Yeah, I like the way they're building this thing up, man. And before I go, man, I want to talk about one more thing, man, because I'm loving our players that we brought up, that the players that we drafted, and I think about them. You know, I know we got all this money in free agency next year, but I think we got to start taking care of some players. Mm-hmm. Who do you think stay? I mean, because I think Clee is out of here unless he takes like a small deal or something like that. Who do you think we pay and who do you think we got to let go? As far as like, you know, our core nucleus, as far as like Mullen, Abrams, Jacobs, Mack.
I don't think we pay Abram right now.
What? You don't want to pay
right
Abram?
now. Not right now because, mind you, he had a bad year last year, and then he was hurt all last season. It's still a lot of improvement for him. It's still a lot of improvement. He's still on a rookie contract. So you still want to make sure he's on that rookie contract. If he plays up higher than what his rookie contract is, then yes. Max Crosby came in and he came in as a 4th round pick, 10 sacks in his rookie year. He had a little slump year. You have to extend Max Crosby. You don't want to do the Khalil.
You don't get the 5th round option on Max because he's a 4th rounder. So
exactly.
He's first in line.
So you gotta you don't want to go through the Khalil Mack situation over. I wouldn't say pay Josh Jacobs. I'm kind of nervous of extending Josh Jacobs because how much injury prone he is. That's my only nerve thing. About Josh Jacobs. I love Josh Jacobs. But then you know, that's just tough for me.
I think about the injuries too with Josh. But I feel like John, like, okay, man, I think this could be my back for the next 5-10 years, and he's trying to protect him. I think that's why he went and got a Keon Drake or whatever his name is. Man, did you see the way he played, man? I think he's gonna have 800 receiving yards. That's just one of my predictions.
Who, Keon Drake?
Keon Drake. I think he's gonna give us 800 yards receiving. I mean, you don't
I
take.
say, me personally, I wouldn't.
Every game he's been getting a little 50 ball. Every game, you know. I know it's only been 2, but I think just think about when he go for over 100 or something like that. We playing 17 games.
Listen, I believe you. I believe you.
You know, I'm just at least close to it. But let's just get back to who do you want to extend and who do we let walk?
I don't want to extend. I don't want to extend Trayvon Mullen. I don't.
Ooh.
I don't want to extend him because Mullen has not improved, bruh. He was our number one corner, and he's getting beat, bro. If it wasn't for Casey Hayward on the opposite side, Mullen would be getting torched.
Man, thank God for Hayward, man. Thank God for Casey, man. Yeah, but Mullen, I like Mullen. He's solid, but to me, he's not a number 1. I think he's a number 2 corner to me. So it's
he's a number 2 corner.
I like him because I don't want to go look for a number 2 all over again.
Because I don't know if y'all saw Monday night when Mullen was like, when it comes to footwork and when it comes to route running, he was getting scorched by Marquise Brown.
Oh yeah, he struggles with speed. He struggles with speed. Like bigger receivers.
On a
big receiver.
When he got it, but y'all got to look at that play when he got the interception yesterday. The play was overthrown when he caught that.
I think Ben might have got hit.
Yeah, he was over. The ball was overthrown. It's not like he was in coverage and got the pick. The ball was overthrown. I'm not sold on. I was sold on Mullen his first year, and I fell back from him last year because he was getting beat a lot last year. I just need Mullen.
I will resign him, but I'm not resigning him like he's a number 1. If he takes number 2 money, then yeah.
He gets number 2 money, in my opinion, if we keep him. He gets number 2 money. He's not a number 1 corner for us. Yesterday showed that Casey Hayward is our number 1 corner. Period.
Right.
Period. I just need for Mullen to stop grabbing the jersey. Because he gets beat. That's why he grabs. Because he gets beat.
Yeah, he real handsy. He real handsy, man. Yeah.
He real handsy. He was handsy in training camp. I don't know if y'all saw Raider Honcho's breakdown videos of Mullen in training camp. He could be a bit handsy. And that's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need no more PIs from him, man. We don't need no more PIs. Give him the cornerback 2 money and we keep him. But he's not number 1 corner money. He's definitely not.
Yeah, I'm not paying him like a because cornerbacks get expensive. I'm not. Yeah, if he for the right price, I will resign. I like him because you want to keep the core that you bring in, and these are the new. It's the new generation right here. I think Mayock is hitting so much that it's like, damn, some guys gotta we just gotta hope he stay on pace because. You got to think his first year as our GM, he got 6 good players for us.
Right. Right, I agree.
Man, that's a lot right there. So, yeah, but, okay, what about Abrams? You want him to stay or he could go?
I'm not saying let him go, but I just think right now, giving him an extension as of right now, I would say no. I would say no.
Not right now. I'm saying next year.
If he's on his last year of his contract, yes, I would extend Abram.
Okay.
But right now,
and then one more thing with this receiving core that we got, right? Because I like them. I'm sold on them. They're young. I feel like I wanted. What's the guy from Green Bay? What's the receiver from Green Bay?
Who, Devontae Adams?
Can't think of his name right now. I wanted Devontae Adams next year. I was like, okay, man, we could. But it's like, damn, I don't want to mess up this what we got going on right now. It's like we kind of could draft bring somebody on. It'll be cheaper. We could draft a wide receiver. I don't know about Devontae Adams. We might could spend some of that money on the offensive line because I don't like these guards we got.
I mean, it depends. It really depends on what good guards is going to be in free agency next year. That's the only thing.
Right. Because
if it ain't no good guards out there, then you're going to have to go in the draft. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're going to have to go in the draft and get some guards because if you don't have no good guards in free agency, that's quality guard that know that can block. I wouldn't even waste my time going to get a guard that's a no name that barely played in like 10 games. I would rather go get one out of college than go get an inexperienced that played for 6 years and never really got any starts. I'd rather get a rookie.
I rock with that too. And then I'm gonna get up out of here after this one question. I just thought about this. The way our offensive line is playing, would you? Because I thought Brandon Parker came in and played solid. You know, would you bring in Brandon Parker and then maybe move Leatherwood to guard?
No.
Yeah,
me personally,
hopefully Incognito comes back.
Me personally, for what I've heard, that Incognito was supposed to come back this week, but don't quote me on that. It's just been rumors.
Okay.
It's just been rumors, but this is what I'll say. Honestly, I will let Leatherwood sit behind Brandon Parker because Brandon Parker looked good yesterday. I'm sorry to say. Brandon Parker looked excellent. If you look at the pass protection, that whole second half, we didn't have no holding calls. None. And Leatherwood didn't play the second half.
Right.
And we had no penalty. We had no offensive penalties. That's why I feel like when you play rookies on the offensive line, it is going to be a tough time for them to get accumulated. I understand he's a first round pick. I understand that he was a top 20 pick. I understand that. But Brandon Parker looked good yesterday against a good front. Even without TJ Watt, they still had Melvin Ingram. They still have Melvin Ingram playing both sides.
I thought it was over for Melvin, man. Melvin looked fresh, man. He looked good yesterday.
Wish the Raiders should have got him. Wish the Raiders should have got him, in my opinion.
Would you would have took him over the guy we brought in from Seattle?
No. I mean, we still got to see what that guy from Seattle can do.
Yeah.
We got to see what he could do first.
All right, man.
But we do got some news.
I know some more callers want to call in, man. I'm gonna let them get on here, man. Peace to the nation, man. Hopefully, I want our players to stay healthy this year, man. I think we got something special, man. Spotlight, you stay blessed, bro.
All right, you too. Just to let you know, according to Tom Pelissero, the Raiders are signing Kyle Sloter to the practice squad. So there's another QB. So he'll become the Las Vegas Raiders' number 3 QB behind Derek Carr and Nathan Peterman after Marcus Mariota landed on the injured reserve. So that just came out according to Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get up on them, check him out. Do you know anything about Javen White and Morrow? Do you know anything?
They are still. I think they're still on IR till week 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. All right, man. Peace.
All right, man. Thank you for calling up.
All right.
Listen, y'all, like I said, this is y'all show today, man. This is y'all show today. And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Spotlight. Who was this and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Robert. I'm calling from Virginia Beach.
What's going on, Robert? What's up, man? What's going on with you?
Man, that game was nice yesterday. When Parker was in there, like you were just saying before, man, I had a great view from the end zone. He wasn't letting anything through.
Right, absolutely.
And Ruggs scored right in front of us, man. And God, did that stadium get quiet.
Oh, that stadium was quiet as hell. The stadium was quiet as hell. It definitely was, man. It definitely was. We shut them up in the second half.
Only thing was missing was you.
Listen, man. I was so close to buying tickets, bro, but financially, I just couldn't do it, man.
I get it. Believe me, I had to scrape to get what I had for myself to go up there.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Just to let y'all know that John.
Definitely trying it to me, New York.
Oh yeah, I'm coming to New York. That's already booked, bro. I already booked those tickets. I booked them in advance.
Nice.
I'll be on the Raiders side, bro. I'll probably be at the 50-yard line. I bought some tickets for that one. Or I might just be with the black hole. I'm not too sure. I might be with the black hole near the end zone. I might just do that.
Well, I appreciate all you do, man, and thanks for giving us a sounding board.
No problem, brother. No problem. Thanks for calling up.
I'll be back.
All right. All right, y'all. So I'm not taking any more calls right now because Jon Gruden is about to have his presser, and we're about to play his presser right here on the Spotlight Raiders Talk. So I'm not taking any calls at this moment. So please, we're not calling up at this moment right now because we're about to listen to Jon Gruden's presser, and then we're going to take calls after that. So just bear with me here. We're going to take some calls after Jon Gruden's presser. He is live at this moment. So just give me a second here. And I'm going to pull it up. Jon Gruden is live for his presser, so we are going to listen to that. So we're just going to wait for Jon Gruden to come up and talk. Raiders 41, Fins 17. Thank you, Michael. We blew away the terrible towels. Yes, we did. Leatherwood is fine. Last year, y'all wanted Parker to be cut. Now he should start. It's just like Tom Cable. Leatherwood is our starter. Leatherwood is the starter, but Brandon Parker outplayed him. And you don't know how long. We don't know what the status of Leatherwood anyway. But Brandon Parker looked good yesterday. Sorry to say. Brandon Parker looked good. He did. I was like, what happens to all that shit talking? They were all quiet. Facts. They were all quiet. So we're just waiting for Jon Gruden to come to the podium. We're going to hear what he has to say. And we're going to go back to our phone calls. We're going to go back to our phone calls, y'all. But make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. And if y'all have not subscribed to the Spotlight Sports Network, please do. We almost at 1,100 subscribers on the Spotlight Sports Network. We are live over there as well. So make sure y'all come and show your support. I watched the Steelers fans leave when they said 3 minutes left on the clock. Long hair, Derek Carr was rocking out. Sure it was. Gruden is about to speak. Yeah, only one nation. I know that. That's why we're waiting for it right now. We're going to play the audio of the presser on here once that is done. So I'm not going to be on here too long because at 5 o'clock, my boy Jake the Snake from the Snake Sports Talk Show is going to be live on the Spotlight Sports Network. So y'all definitely got to go check that out. Please go subscribe to the Spotlight Sports Network. We love for y'all to come over there and support there too. I think we're like 20 away. From 1,100 subscribers over there. So make sure y'all go check it out. And we're going to be lit, y'all. We're going to be lit. For sure, audio is definitely needed. Yes. But right now they playing like commercials and all that stuff during the YouTube channel. They doing their own Raiders stuff. I don't want to be copyrighted for that. That's why I'm just waiting for Jon Gruden to come up so then I could turn the audio up. Derek Carr was looking like Sylvester Stallone in that Cobra. Malo 213, what's going on, guy? While that audio is playing, I could do this. Wait for the audio to come up. Just give me a second. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go.
Playoff team from last year that is coming off a tough loss, but still has a lot of talent on this roster, obviously.
As you start preparations for them, not really clear who's going to play quarterback. One's right-handed, one's left-handed. How difficult is that to kind of start the process?
Yeah, well, we know Tua from competing against him last year. We also seen Brissett when he was a Colt, so we know something about them both. They've got a new offensive coordinator. They've got some changes on their offensive line as well, and they've added a dynamic young skill player in the draft. We always have a lot of respect for their tight end and certainly Devontae Parker. So they got an arsenal of weapons, and I'm just more worried about my quarterback right now today than anything.
John, when you look at all the free agents that have brought in, even since the end of training camp, Mike Mayock's done a good job of getting you guys that fit your system. Could you talk about Mike's contribution to the 2-0 start, please?
There's enough credit to go around right now. But again, I'm not going to stand up here. I don't have enough time to do that. Mike's doing a good job. His staff is doing a good job. Our coaches are doing a good job. Everybody's got a hand in it. And, obviously some of the players that have been brought in here have paid huge dividends, but we got a long way to go yet.
You just mentioned you're worried about your own quarterback. What is the latest with Derek and his ankle?
He had an MRI on it today. I think he's going to be able to play. I'm not sure. Will have the official injury list for you. I'll make sure that it gets officially laid out there in your hands. But I think right now he's questionable.
John, just 2 games in, but what are a couple of things that maybe you look at and you say, maybe even you underestimated part of this team when you studied this team now just through 2 games and all through the summer, and now you've seen them in 2 games. Is there something maybe you even underestimated with this team?
I think it's the kind of players that are here. Forget about the talent for a minute. One of the things I've always felt in football is certain teams have a brotherhood. Certain teams don't. You can try to make it a family brotherhood like atmosphere, but sometimes it's impossible to do. These guys in this locker room are more than just teammates. They're brothers. They pull for each other. They lean on each other, and they challenge each other. And I think that is something we're more proud of than anything. We've got a lot of guys that enjoy coming in here and providing the extra effort that it takes to have a chance to win games like we're winning right now.
The risk of oversimplifying things, how good does it feel to have that defense out there to be able to count on it and to make plays and to get stops?
Well, you have to play good football in all 3 phases to make the tournament and to ever win a championship. So, again, I think all 3 phases have contributed. We got to get better. We're not there on defense. We're not there on offense, and we need more big plays in a kicking game. But we're improving on defense. The quarterback is playing great. We need to get our running game going. Our kickers, our punter and our kicker are playing phenomenal. We need to get our return game going. So, there's good and there's things we got to be realistic about as we get ready for the Dolphins. It's still really early.
And how's Josh doing?
I met with him this morning. He's in great spirits, really happy with the win. I would think he's day-to-day and very questionable again for this game.
Is there a process of learning to deal with increased expectations or deal with success when a team starts the way that you guys have and have been playing so well?
Well, we have a lot of veteran players in our locker room, and as I said earlier, I think there's a lot of maturity in there. They realize it was a great win at home against Baltimore. It was a great win on the road, and they also know they got a great challenge with the Dolphins. They're coming off a tough loss, and in this league, you really don't like to see teams that are coming off a tough loss. So I'm not going to get overly worried about getting a big head or anything like that. We're taking this one game at a time.
John, as a coach, there are things you can and can't control. You just referenced a minute ago your team's unity. Derek talked about he gets hurt and he looks up and there's 30 guys praying for him. I mean, for you as a coach, that's something you just can't manufacture. Is that one of the biggest things you could look at and as a coach and be appreciative of? Because that's nothing to do with you.
Makes it fun to come in and coach. When you're a teacher, you come in and you have students that actually are looking at you and taking notes when you're talking. They might learn something. You might help a guy get an A+ or an A, and you feel good as a teacher. We got the guys that like to come in here and they demand, that you give them some instruction on how to win a game and how to improve as a player. And I think that's a key ingredient. 5-star character. Everybody talks about 5-star talent. He's a 5-star talent. No one talks about 5-star character. We got a lot of that here, and that's a big reason why we're winning.
It's almost I know it's a business, the NFL, so but it's almost have kind of a college, maybe an atmosphere, kind of an excitement.
I think this taking a mask off, being able to meet some people in Vegas is exciting. I mean, we moved during a pandemic. We're building our team and putting our team together as other teams are during the pandemic. But we had to move from California to Las Vegas. We're actually, making some friends and seeing our fans for the first time. So there's a natural amount of enthusiasm and excitement and newness, freshness to this whole thing. And I think it's fueling us to a degree. But I can't speak for everybody.
You guys brought in Kyle Sloter, quarterback of the practice squad. What do you know about him and what do you think about him?
Well, we had him in earlier. I can't remember exactly when. He's had some good preseason moments. He's a talented young player. With Mariota out, you see Nate Peterman taking all the scout team reps. You don't get to see practice, but we have a lot of reps, and we got a pass rush that's coming. And every day I worry about somebody stepping on Nate and not having a backup quarterback. So, we have to be smart. Sloter will be a quick study. He's a smart guy, and he'll take a lot of the scout team reps that Nate won't take now.
With an injured hamstring, Yannick still played, I think it was 30 reps right in that window.
I think 29, yeah.
Could you just discuss his toughness and what bringing those free agents?
Yeah, they're tough. He's a captain on the team. He's always been tough. He's a strange tough. He's a really strange tough. This guy likes it. I think he enjoys the misery, being double teamed, being chipped, the hot moments, pressure packed situations. I think he takes a lot of pride in performing at a high level when he's not 100% physically, and maybe the protection sliding to him. He finds a way. That's why he's one of our captains. That's why he's one of the premier rushers in the league. Darius Philon sucked it up yesterday, played through some things, as have a lot of other players. But Jermaine Illuminor, again, great work at right guard. Peyton Barber, great work, stepping up in a critical moment for us. And Yannick is certainly a guy we're very proud of.
You talk about that. I know now that you've had a chance to look at it, I know you talked about it last night a little bit, but that 61-yard bomb to Ruggs and just kind of what you saw, just kind of how that unfolded.
Well, we, when you call plays, it's sometimes you hit the lottery, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't get the coverage you want. Sometimes you do. And, I think we got the one-on-one that we looked for. We didn't pick up the protection as exactly like we wanted to. We had hoped it would have been cleaner for Derek, but he hung in there, made a great throw with an unblocked Steeler in his face to his right. But we got the coverage we had hoped for. We got the matchup that we wanted, and give Ruggs credit, give Carr credit. They made a heck of a play in a very meaningful situation.
John, any update on Alex Leatherwood?
Yeah, we're going to call it a back strain. So he's being evaluated as we speak. And we'll list him, I'm sure, as questionable until we get further information. But we need our right tackle for sure.
And then defensively, you guys obviously brought in a lot of guys. But how important was it to bring in not only just guys, but guys that were familiar with Gus's system? Well,
usually that's what happens. Usually when a coach comes in, he tries to bring in a couple guys that he had been with in the past. Getting a guy like Perryman is huge for us. He had another 12-tackle day yesterday. He's a hell of a player. He just has had some ups and downs with injuries. KJ Wright is a storied player. He's come in here and given us leadership and presence and playmaking. And Casey Hayward, he's been one of the top corners in the AFC for several years. So to get those guys to give us not only system intelligence, but leadership is really big. They're strong in the meeting room. They're good on the back of the airplane. They're great at halftime on the sidelines, things you don't see that are helping our young team play better. Abram had his best game yesterday. Solomon Thomas. The front fuels everything. The defensive line is playing well, and we need that to continue.
John, I know you guys were flying home last night, end of the Ravens-Chiefs game. John Harbaugh goes for it on fourth down, and just want to know what you thought of that decision or if you were watching it at the time.
Kudos to the Ravens. They're a great team, and they beat a great team last night. I didn't get a chance to see the whole thing. I saw some of the highlights this morning. Their rookie made a great play, stabbing that ball out of there, making that recovery. But yeah, with Lamar Jackson and Coach Harbaugh's an aggressive, go for it type coach, I wasn't surprised.
Well, that looked like that's basically it of the press conference. He didn't walk off, but that was pretty interesting to see. To hear a lot about the injuries and everything that's going on for with everybody. So I don't know what happened. I'm waiting for it to come back. It says John Gruden press conference, so that's going to be a little bit interesting there. So I don't know what just happened. I wanted to hear more of John Gruden. I wanted to hear more of it. I don't know what just happened. Seems to have concerns about Carr. I don't know. I don't think he has concerns. I think Derek would be okay. They have a full week to prepare. They have a full week to heal themselves. It's not a short week. So Raider Scout is putting out there that Alex Leatherwood is dealing with a back strain and he's questionable to play versus the Miami Dolphins. Now, Leatherwood left Sunday's game versus the Steelers earlier, and Brandon Parker could be starting if Leatherwood is out. We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure yet. So we just waiting to see. I saw you in the chat, Raider Carlos. Colton Miller needs the mentor, Alex Leatherwood. I agree. Welcome back, Raider Carlos. Yeah, I saw you in there. I was watching it. Yeah, I saw you in there. It's about Raider Carlos back in the building. It's still live. The live didn't end yet. So we just what did you miss? We just listened to John Gruden's presser. And we're going to open up the phone lines again. I'm trying to make sure. I don't know if it's technical difficulties on the Raiders end. We should bring back Donald Penn. Central Cali Raider, you trolling. You trolling, bro. We good with Parker. Let Leatherwood heal. I agree. Let him heal. I think you shouldn't rush him back just yet. If he's hurt and it's a back sprain, I think you don't rush him back yet. I just don't see that happening. I don't see him rushing him back just yet. I don't see that happening at all. All right, so we got one from Raider Legacy. Okay, so that's the same thing for Alex Leatherwood. I'm just waiting for more notifications to come through. I do be following a lot of the Raiders like Vinny B and those guys. So we could talk more about it. But Brandon Parker didn't do too bad yesterday. Facts. Jonathan, what happened to the 702? What's up, Spotlight? You going to the Miami game? Nah. I'm not going to the Miami game. I'll be at the New York Giants game. I would definitely be at the Giants game. So, absolutely. I would definitely be at the Giants game. I'm not worried about that. I don't know what's going on with the social media team. It still says that we're live. That is what I'm waiting for, and hopefully it could come back on. But so we can, if it doesn't come back on, then we could go back to making some calls because I'm going to end this at 5:00, probably a little bit before 5. So yeah. I was watching it too. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, y'all. It takes a minute to end. Spotlight Derek Carr over 300 yards in the game against Miami. I'll say over. I'll say over 300. What's your take on Arnett? Malcolm Merriweather. Arnett is trash. Arnett is not a first-round pick. Arnett is garbage. Y'all can say whatever y'all want on how I feel about this. But he's garbage. Get him out of here. I don't like the guy. I gave him chances last year, even though that, no, he got to go. He got to go. He's dumpster juice. He's not a first-round pick. He was a freaking reach. A freaking reach. Get out of here, man. He's dumpster juice. Arnett is staying more healthy than Lions Okuda. It doesn't matter. They both trash in the NFL. They both garbage in the NFL. We didn't have a second. This was now 5'10" Raider. We didn't have a second. What you could have did was trade back. Instead of getting them in the first round, you could have traded out of the first and trade back. Or you could have traded down. But where you got him at is a reach. The Raiders could have traded back. We talk about Arnett, man. I guess that's basically it for the presser. So with that being said, I'm going to open up the phone lines again. Nobody wanted to trade, bro. Well, don't get Arnett there. You could have got him in the third round. You got to think about that, y'all. Y'all got to think about that. He's not a first-round talent. There was way better players at that spot that we could have got outside of Arnett. And that's a fact. But it's not about me. What are you talking about? Raiders are 2-0, finding the negatives, LOL, stupidness. No, we're just talking about how bad Arnett is and yeah, exactly, Fierce Raider 88. Arnett is not hungry enough. He's not hungry enough. He's worried about being a rapper than being a player. I'm sorry. I'm not sold on Arnett. I think he's just not up here. I just think it's up here. That's the mindset. I don't do I feel like he can be better? Yes. I feel like he can be better. But right now, nah. He can't be better right now. He can't be better right now. Defense is playing better without him. I just think he's garbage. He can't cover nobody. He's garbage. He's not a first-round guy. Most of the top corners that come out of Ohio State, not the best. I get that, but I'm saying, bro, it's not a major, let's tweak the Raiders and see if they start Robinson over Arnett. Hey, I would put it out. I will put it out there. I will put a poll out there. Follow me on Spotlight Art and Talk. I will put it out there right now. I would do it right now on Spotlight Art and Talk. And I'm going to show y'all my profile because this is what my profile looks like on Twitter. Follow me on Spotlight Art and Talk. I'm about to make a poll right now. All right, so here we go. And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Spotlight. Who is this and where you calling from?
Hey, Spotlight, this is Albert calling from California.
What's going on, Albert? What's going on, brother? How are you today?
I'm hanging in there, man. Doing my damn thing.
All right.
But
So,
I just wanted to call in because I think it's been a little bit too hard on Arnett, man. He fucked up on one play. I give you that. But I think there's too much potential there to just give up after one season. You know what I'm saying?
I just think his mindset is not there. I don't think he really cares about playing football anymore. That's just my opinion. And it's been like that. It's been like that with me through all off season.
No, I feel your opinion because, like you said, the whole rap thing and everything. But I think now he's seeing how real it is, and now that he has a suitable secondary coach to guide him in the right direction, I say let's at least give him 1 to 2 more years just to see if he's going to attempt to reach his potential.
I just don't think he has the dog. I think we got him at the wrong spot. It was way more talented corners at that spot we could have got. Only person that we probably
I agree with that.
We could have, even though AJ Terrell was off the board, but if he would have fell to the Raiders and we still got Arnett and passed up on AJ Terrell, that's just BS to me. I just think Arnett is not a first round talent, and it's showing under Paul Gunther and it's showing under Gus Bradley. Why do you think he lost his job as a starter? Even though y'all can say whatever y'all want about Casey Hayward being a veteran, but Casey Hayward's coming off an injury last year.
No.
And still beat out
Casey Hayward's a dog. Casey Hayward, if he proved anything, he's a true number one.
Which is understandable. Which is understandable. But in the NFL, anybody's spot could be taken.
True that.
Anybody's spot could be taken in training camp. And Casey Hayward's coming off of an injury last year. And still outbeat Arnett. I'm sorry. I just can't. I don't think he cares.
You're able to you're able for your opinion, and I'm just saying to mine too. But just like I could see that because on that training camp video when he went stride for Ruggs, you can't teach someone that. I think he has the physical skills to be a real good corner. I just think, like you said, we have to get his mind right and to focus on his job. But his physical capability, he's perfectly capable. And again, like one of the people said in the chat, at least we didn't get him hella high like Okudah.
It doesn't matter. Okudah's trash too.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, but I'm saying it could have been worse. It could have been worse. I'm just saying that Arnett can stay healthy, and he has the physical capabilities to play with the best of them.
So I got a question. I got a question for you then. Why does a rookie like Nate Hobbs that was drafted, even like Fierce Raider said, there's no way a rookie like Nate Hobbs, who was drafted way behind him, should be outplaying him and starting over him. Arnett is not hungry enough. Amik and Hobbs are way hungrier than he is. Because this is my problem with first round pick corners. They get too cocky and they think they are an automatic starter in this league after you got drafted. But you let a rookie like Nate Hobbs come in here and outplay you for that slot position. So you got outplayed by 2 positions that where you could have been starting at.
Nate Hobbs, I think the nickel position and the outside corner are way 2 different things. To tell Arnett for him be playing outside corner all his career, then to switch to nickel, that's going to be a lot more growing pains than trying to get the concept that Gus is trying to give him.
But that's the thing. But the thing about it is that Hobbs can play in and out. He can play both. Arnett should be able to play both.
Hobbs, maybe we only seen a little bit of him playing outside. I'm going to withhold my judgment on him playing outside. But you're right, he is a dog. But as I said before, though, too, like he has to get his head focused on the game and where he's at and where he wants to go with it. Not just trying to use the NFL as a platform to launch his rap career. I agree with you 100% on that. I'm just think he has the capability. He just has to buckle down and listen to what we're trying to teach him.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just feel like when only reason why I feel like Arnett, I just feel like when he's out there, he just doesn't care. Like, I'm getting a paycheck and I'm here to play football and that's it. Like, are you here to get better? Are you here to but my thing about it is that frustration. If he's frustrated, take that frustration out on the field and play better.
He did. That's why he broke up that other pass to Johnson.
Yeah, but he got burnt by Claypool. Nobody's talking about that though.
Everyone gets beat
because if you see the difference.
Garbage.
You see the difference. You see the difference when you take Casey Hayward out and put Arnett in. Claypool didn't have Claypool didn't have no receptions on Casey Hayward. He had none, but he had 3 on Arnett.
No, you're right on that. You're right on that. There is a big difference. I'm just saying, I know he's not where we want him at right now, but I think, like how everyone was tripping that we got rid of, what's his name? Our linebacker?
Who?
What the fuck? The dude that went to the Seahawks.
Who, Tanner Muse?
Tanner Muse. How everyone was tripping about us cutting Tanner Muse too early. I think it's too early to do that with Arnett.
Tanner Muse had a better training camp than Arnett. Everybody was upset about. Yes, he did. He had a better. What? He had a better training camp than Arnett. Arnett was getting burnt all off season.
Bro, Tanner Muse was going to get beaten out by everyone on our linebacker. That's look at that linebacking core though. Of course he was going to get beat out.
I know. Look at our linebacking core. But just imagine.
Would you rather have Levitt? Go ahead.
Just imagine if we didn't have the KJ Wrights of the world, or the Denzel Perrimans, or the Corey Littletons, or the Nick Wachowskis. You think Tanner Muse would have got cut? No. He wouldn't have got cut. He wouldn't have got cut because you know why?
Muse was an odd man out. Period.
You know why? You know what? How was? So you're telling me if we had KJ Wright, if we didn't sign KJ Wright, if we didn't sign Denzel Perriman, you think that Tanner Muse still would have been an odd man out? No.
Getting reps. I think White would have been getting most of the reps, and I don't know why I'm blanking on everyone's name right now.
Listen, if we didn't get Denzel Perriman or KJ Wright, it would have been Nicholas Morrow, Javin White, Corey Littleton, and Nicholas Morrow. But Nicholas Morrow stayed injury prone, so Tanner Muse would have been the 5th linebacker.
Yeah, but you're saying that we're playing the what if game. So what if no one ever got hurt? You really think that he's taking reps away from anybody? If everyone in our linebacker core was healthy, I'm not saying he wouldn't get no playing time. I think he would be the last man getting playing time.
Nick Wachowski just got outplayed by Denzel Perriman, and Denzel Perriman has not been there in the whole offseason. Who started over Denzel Perriman in week 1?
He knows Gus Bradley's system.
Yeah, but we're talking about a defensive captain that was the starter last year. You got outbeat by a guy that's only been there for 2 weeks. It doesn't matter if you know the system or not.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't matter.
That's why.
Listen, it's good to know.
Gus goes after the guys. That's
it's good to know. It's good. Listen, it's good to know. It's good to know the system, but you got to make adjustments to the system. It can't be the same system from back in 2012 and 2013. You got to make adjustments to that.
Agreed.
So you still have to learn.
Learning small adjustments, but knowing the basis of that defense right off bat. You already know what Gus Bradley's about. You already know what he's expecting of you.
Right.
So
I agree.
Add little adjustments to that.
I agree.
You have a clear advantage.
But if you look at Tanner Muse in this preseason, he had one of the best preseasons this year. Anybody can tell you that.
It's preseason.
It doesn't matter when it comes to training camp. Yeah, but when you're highly talked about from your coaches, and then you cut him, something ain't right there. It's more than just playing on the football field. It's more than just playing on the football field.
Doesn't really matter that much is because Solomon Thomas did cheats in preseason, and now everyone praises his name because of the 2 sacks he got, which were Well, thank God we
Hold
had
up,
him.
hold
but I'm
up,
just
hold
saying-
up. I was the one, anybody in this chat can tell you, I was the one defending Solomon Thomas all offseason. When everybody kept calling Solomon Thomas a scrub, he washed up, he used to be a 49er. I said, I bet you Solomon Thomas has his best year of his career as a Raider. I've been saying it. Anybody in the chat can tell you.
Did it. I'm not saying you did it. All I'm saying is this is why we can't judge things off preseason. Solomon Thomas was cheeks in preseason, and now he's coming up big for us, which is good. Just because
I just feel like with Tanner Muse, we didn't get a chance to see what Tanner Muse situation is. He had a foot injury. We didn't get a chance to see him on the field for real, in actually regular season games. That's why I feel like we shouldn't have cut him, because we have not seen him in regular season games. We really can't see what he does. So we really can't judge off what we saw because we only saw training camp clips in a little bit of preseason. He barely played in the preseason. So cutting him was like, oh damn, this is a guy that we didn't get a chance to see. So, but we saw Arnett all preseason get scorched against second and third team members on other teams. But we seen this, but we keep a guy like Arnett as a first round pick that gets scorched by second and third team players that's not going to make the team. Come on.
As did Solomon Thomas get scorched by second and third. If you're going to hold that standard to Arnett, you have to hold that standard to everyone.
Why we got to hold that?
I trust Gus Bradley's evaluation.
I'm not holding that standard to Solomon Thomas.
If Tanner Muse is out, then he's out. There must have been something that he saw that he didn't like. So that's why I'm not tripping over to Tanner Muse. What I'm saying is, though, there's a reason why Gus Bradley is hanging on to Arnett. He obviously sees the potential he has.
I bet you,
and that's why
I bet you Arnett
was holding my judgment.
Okay, so next year, and I'm guaranteeing it now, Arnett will not be on the team next year. I'm booking it. He won't be on the team next year because he's going to. Because he's going to.
Prediction.
It's a bold prediction because if he does not improve the rest of this season and he keeps getting beat, he's gone. Because Gus Bradley don't keep players that gets beat.
Agreed. That's why Tanner Muse is gone.
How do you know? How do you know that though? How do you know Tanner Muse been getting beat if we have not seen him play? How?
Has the Seahawks played him?
No, not that I know of.
And that's why.
He's on the practice squad. He's on the practice squad. He's on the practice squad.
Like you said, if you outperform someone in practice, what's going to happen? You're going to move up.
But
that's what you just said not too long ago.
I understand that, but us as fans, we don't see that. We don't see what goes on in practices.
Exactly. That's why we got to trust our coaches.
We have to trust our coaches, but if we trust in our coaches, why Arnett is getting outperformed by every defensive back on the field? He's getting outperformed by every defense. He's not better than Trayvon Mullen. He's not better than Hayward. He's not better than Hobbs. He's on the bottom of the depth chart. He's right next to Levette. That's a fact.
Damn,
he's next to Levette because Nevin Lawson is gone. I'm booking it. Y'all can say what y'all want about Arnett. Like I said, he's not a first round pick. And then if the Raiders pay him, he's not a first round pick. He was a reach. We should have got him in the third round.
No, I agree. He's not a first round pick. I just believe
he's not not a first round talent, bro. He's not.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that completely. I think it was a reach, but since we have him, I think that we should just run with it and just see if he can reach his potential.
I'm telling you, if he keeps playing the way he's playing in the last 2 weeks, he's gone next year, bro.
If he plays that bad, then I agree. He needs to be cut. Me and you are agreeing upon that. I'm just saying I'm just saying, let's just wait and see.
Listen,
if he's asked throughout the season, like you said, by all means, cut him.
Listen,
but until then, let's just sit back and wait.
Well, he's going to be waiting on the bench because if Casey Hayward gets hurt on some end of the year stuff, that's the only way he's getting on the field. That's the only way he's getting on the field.
Which he has a history of doing. So the knock on wood that doesn't happen though.
He's not. God forbid it's not going to happen. Casey Hayward looks healthy. Only reason why he was going down yesterday due to the fact that he was cramps. So it's not enough for severe. He's been healthy through all offseason. He's been healthy through preseason. He looks good in the first 2 weeks. And Casey Hayward looked good. And that's why Arnett is not seeing the field.
I agree. I'm not arguing with you out there. I'm not saying he deserves to see the field. I'm just saying he's a valued backup compared to some other backups across the league.
Like who?
If you test him, he's going to break up a few. He may not break up every because of his immaturity and whatnot, but I think he's, like I said, he's talented enough.
Central Cali Bear said we need to get our guys a goddamn Gatorade. No, they need to drink. Listen, to get rid of cramps, you gotta drink pickle juice. If you play football, you gotta drink pickle juice. That's what clears up cramps.
That shit's hellfire chased by when you chase it with whiskey chased with pickle juice is hellfire.
I just feel like right now, I just want Arnett to stop worrying about social media, stop worrying about his music, and just focus on football within these next 15 weeks. If he does that, I think he's improved. But right now, I just don't think his mindset is there.
But that doesn't mean to get rid of him. That just means someone needs to crack down on him and tell him you need to get your fucking head in the game. That doesn't mean goodbye.
Listen, if he doesn't show up in these 15 weeks, he's gone. He's gone. I'm sorry to tell you. If he keeps going on this path that he's going on. Yeah, but Jack Kenner. Hayward's on a 1-year contract. We don't even know if Casey Hayward's coming back next year. We don't even know that. So you can't say if Casey Hayward gets hurt. I'm not saying cut Arnett this year. I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying next year, after this year, in these next 15 weeks with the Raiders, and he doesn't show up within these weeks in this season, next year he's gone. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's gone this year because we gonna give him a shot. We giving him a shot this year to come back from the bullshit last year.
Yeah.
Because he was bullshit last year. He was leading with his helmet to tackle. That's why he was getting so many concussions. Understand we have Paul Guttner in our defensive coordinator and everything of that nature. But I'm saying if he does not improve in these next 15 games, I think he gotta go. But until then,
and I can respect that. I can respect that point of view. But all right, Spotlight, man. It was good talking with you. I like the back and forth. Get at you later, man. Congratulations on beating COVID too, bro. Glad to hear it.
It's all love, bro. It's all love. This is what we doing here, man. This is what we do.
For real, for real. All right, man.
All right. I know a lot of y'all was calling them up because I got a feeling a lot of y'all is going to call up. I'm taking one more caller because I got to get out of here. Thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Spotlight. Who is this and where you calling from?
My name is Martin. I'm calling from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
What's going on, brother? What's up, man?
Well, actually, I'm from Albuquerque. I'm a trucker, so I'm driving on the road. I'm in Texas now, but I'm just driving, bro, enjoying the victories we got, and I'm feeling good about our team this year.
I appreciate it, man. Let us know how you feel about the game, bro. Let us know how you felt about yesterday's game.
Oh, man, it was a good game. You know, I felt we did good for most of the game. It was, of course, a slow start like it was in the Ravens game with Carr and the missed passes and stuff. And I just feel at the end of the game, Gruden pulled his old tricks and we have the lead and he wants to just run it to waste the clock instead of throwing it when it was the passing was working, and we could have scored another touchdown and just filled it with the points instead of using the clock to our advantage. We could have just took their necks, but we still got the win though.
Yeah, true. So
how do you feel about the game?
I feel like it was an overall team effort, in my opinion. I feel like it was an overall team effort, and I feel like all three phases of the game, we put them in some spots where they had to, go to the length of the field on special teams. I feel like defensively, we did a lot, a lot of 3 and outs. We did give up some first downs, but, that's part of the game. You're going to give up some first downs and stuff like that. But after you give up that first down or a couple first downs, then you get that 3 and out. Offense can come back on the field and do what they do. I mean, offense woke up in the second half, and, that's what happens. It's part of the game. It's all about making adjustments. Offensive line definitely needs to offensive line did get better. I know Leatherwood did have a back sprain according to the presser. If y'all did not hear the presser, he did have that. So according to now we just got some news from Adam Schefter. He said the Raiders head coach John Gruden said that Derek Carr underwent an MRI. He said that Carr is questionable for Sunday's game versus the Dolphins, but added, I think he's going to play. Carr's going to play.
Oh, he's going to play. He ain't giving up that spot unless he's dead on the field. But I agree with you on that, on our game. We, like the Ravens game and the Steelers game, we made adjustments in the second half. I think we figured out both of the teams. In halftime, studied them and came out and did what we had to do. And it feels good to know that we got a defense that, like, when we're ahead on offense, we got a defense that'll stop a third or not let them score or whatever. Like, it feels good to have that.
Yeah, you got to think about it on the defensive side of the ball. You got to think about it is that our defense only gave up 17 points yesterday. Only gave up 17 points. That's 10 less than what we gave up against Baltimore. So yeah, we're making our adjustments and we're in better preparation on the defensive side of the ball. So yeah, absolutely, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm loving it, and I think we're gonna beat Miami as long as we don't go to the game thinking and overlook them and think that we beat the Steelers and we beat the Ravens and the Dolphins ain't nothing. I think we're going to win them by a significant amount, like 35-13, 38-13, somewhere around there. But let's just hope they go in and they look at them like a team that can beat them on any given day and play their best.
Facts. Absolutely. Facts. So, I think,
by the way, I'm Duke City Raider.
Oh, Duke City Raider.
Oh,
darn, man. Yeah, see, you gotta let me know your YouTube name when you call up here, man. That's how I know y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know your actual name. Right, you give me your real name. I don't know. Listen. Well. So now, for everybody know in the chat that when you call up to the show, use your YouTube name. Because I don't know who y'all are until you say your YouTube name.
All right, yeah, I don't want you to think I'm one of them ones from the calls a few months back where they're over there harassing you and calling you names and shit like that. But yeah, that's who I am. I'm Duke City Raiders.
Yeah, facts. Thanks for calling up, bro. I appreciate it.
Hey, bro, thank you for having me. Keep up the good work. I'm proud to be a Raider fan and see that all the YouTube content creators are out there. We got way more than any of the other teams. If you look at it, we're the true nation. There's no other nation, and just keep up the good work, bro.
Facts all day, brother. Raider Nation.
All love, bro. Maybe I'll catch you at a game one day.
I'll be at the Giants game in November.
I'll be at the Dolphins game this Sunday, but
dang, see, I live in Philadelphia, man. I can't be traveling like that, man.
I know, man. That's the same with me. For me to go all the way to New York or Philly or wherever, that's a long drive. Even though I'm a trucker and I drive everywhere. But all right, bro. You have a good day. Like I said, keep up the good work, and you'll see you on the next one.
All right, you too, brother.
All right.
All right. All right, we do got another caller. Thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Spotlight. Who is this and where you calling from?
You know what it is, big dog. It's Raider Pete up in this bitch. What's happening, big homie?
What was happening, my guy? What's going on, brother? How you feeling today?
Shit, man, you already know how I'm pretty sure I'm feeling the same way you feel, the way the Raider, not just the Raider Nation, but the Raider world is feeling right about now. You feel me? But, man, it feels good to be a Raider. Let's put it that way.
Oh, absolutely.
Good as fuck to be a Raider today, baby.
Absolutely. It definitely feels good.
But, hey, man, let me tell you a few things right quick, man. Shoot. Like I was saying on the last podcast, man, our D-line got to Big Ben. Like that, just seeing that made me so, so happy because we finally got some I know it's week 2. But you know what? I'm not just talking about the last 2 weeks. I'm talking about the preseason. I'm talking about the scrimmage against the Rams. I'm talking about OTAs. I'm talking about consistency, what we've been hearing. We've been hearing that we got a defense. Week 1 and week 2, we didn't play the Jets. You see what I'm saying? We didn't play no scrum team. We played some elite playoff teams the last 2 games. And to see us get better from the first game to the second on our defensive side, man, I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm not even going to go there yet, but we're looking sharp. We're looking really, really good. We're looking really deep. And one thing I know that is going to get us far this year, and I mean, I've been saying it this whole offseason. You can feel it. But Coach, he pretty much nailed it today on the press conference. It's a vibe. I mean, you have never been in there. I've never been in there. No one has ever been in there. Not even the media people have been in the locker room. But my thing is, you can feel the brotherly love coming from that stadium, from that training facility. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you can feel that our team isn't a team. Like I always say, there's no such thing as a Raider fan. There's such thing as a Raider family because we all got each other's back. That's what it comes down to. I see you at Food for Less with a Raiders hat. I'm gonna look at you and be like, "Hey, Raiders all day, homie." It happens all the time. But it's just a family bond. Once you have that family bond, like, "Hey, I got your back, you got mine." When we go to war, as long as you got that mentality, man, that's how you win. You can have all the talent in the world, Pro Bowl caliber offense and defense, but if you guys aren't gelling, not just when it comes to talent, but when it comes to your personality, you're not going to go places. And I'm speaking from actual, real world experience, because in high school there was 2 years everyone was all about, "Oh, I'm going to get more stats," or "I'm going to get more sacks," or "I'm going to get more yards than you," But when it's like, "Fuck the stats, let's win this game," that's when you know you got a football team. And just like Derek Carr was saying yesterday, no one gives a damn about stats. Darren Waller barely saw the football yesterday, and he ain't whining about nothing. The only people whining are the fantasy players, which I'm one of them, by the way. But anyways, that's all, I mean, I'll tell you what. If I'd rather have my real team win than my fantasy team. Shit, I can get blown out 10 points to 150. I don't give a damn. As long as my Raiders win, I don't give a damn.
Right, because it's only fantasy football. It's only fantasy football, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? The thing is about this team is, like, it doesn't matter who we have at the backup or our backup's backup. We know they're going to come out and they're going to play for the guy beside them. And that has been shown the last 2 games, man. Look, Jermaine Elmanor, whatever his name is, he came in. Brandon Parker, you've heard me say it on this podcast. I've been giving him shit for years, ever since he stepped on the field. I've been giving him shit. I'm still not going to sit here and be like, "Hey, Brandon Parker, he's solid." I'm not saying that after 1 game. I'm not saying that. But I will say this. Brandon Parker showed me something yesterday. I'm not going to lie. Like, when he stepped on the field, I was like, "Oh, my God, here we go again." But nah, he held his own. And he not only held his own, he dominated at the line of scrimmage. So kudos to Brandon Parker. I hear that we're getting Richie back for this game. I hope that's true so we can get this run game going. And another thing I wanted to point out was a lot of people have been telling me, like, hey, man, you guys' run game sucks. It's like, yeah, you know what? We haven't been up there like, you know, where we're used to with Josh Jacobs and all. But even with Josh Jacobs, you know, our O-line, our backups are coming in, you know, give it this game and the rest of the season, we're going to be fine. We're going to get that run game going. But to not have a run game and still be 2-0, that tells you a lot, doesn't it? Let's talk about the Steelers last year. The Steelers went 10-0, I think, last year, and they have the worst run game in the league last year. So my thing is, and it's cliche, but it's true, this is a pass-happy league. If you ain't throwing the ball, you ain't going nowhere. Point blank, period.
Facts.
And I know it's only week 2, but, you know, you got Murray, you got Brady, and you got Carr, the top 3 being talked about for MVP. And not saying that should be the goal for Carr, but to have his name mentioned about damn fucking time, it makes me feel good because Carr has been carrying our team the last couple of years because we've had a shitty defensive coordinator. And now that he's getting his recognition, it makes me, a diehard Raider fan, also a diehard Carr fan, love it because it's about damn time. And you guess what? In my fantasy league, my team, I drafted Carr, not my first quarterback. I'll be honest, I got Patrick Mahomes, but when I drafted Carr, everyone put on the comments, "Oh, there he goes, picking Carr, LOL." Well, guess what? We'll see who wants to trade for Derek Carr in about 2-3 weeks. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, my thing is, man, this team is a team. You can't say that about every team because every team ain't a team. They're just playing to get their money, or they're just playing to get their stats, or they're just playing for the wrong reason. If you ain't playing this game, this grown man game with heart, you need to get your ass out of here. Go hit the showers and get the hell up out of my stadium. This entire football team, from the quarterback all the way down to the kicker, is gelling and they're doing their fucking thing. I fucking love it. Now, what I love about what Carr, what Gruden, what Crosby, what all our leaders have been saying is like, look, we're 2-0, but we're not letting this get to our heads.
Right.
We're playing the Dolphins, okay? This, at the end of the day, this is still an NFL team. What happened last year? We whipped the hell out of, I forget what team, but we almost lose to the Jets last year because we got our heads too big, because we thought we had it in the bag. You see what I'm saying? But this year, to hear from our coaches, to hear from our GM, and to hear from our players that, look, yeah, we're 2-0. Yeah, we smacked the shit out of some playoff caliber teams, but we're going to go ahead and keep our level-headedness, just like Coach said, Coach Gruden, and we're going to go in here and see, like, look, at the end of the day, this is an NFL team. They got talent on there. I don't care if they got blown out 35-0. That doesn't matter, because in this league, you can get blown out 35-0, come back, and beat somebody, 31-10. You see what I'm saying? So I love how Coach and all of them acknowledge that, and it's all about game by game. We're not talking 3-0 right now. Yeah, they got blown out. So what? They can still come and shut us up, and that's the last thing we need after whooping these two good teams. We don't need our momentum to get shut down by losing to a team that just got blown out. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they have a quarterback situation going on over there, all that good stuff. I get it. But at the end of the day, we got to keep our heads up, and we got to keep punching these fools right in the mouth like we've been. And I'm loving how it doesn't even feel like, we're slowing down. I feel like we're just getting started. You see what I'm saying? And I'll tell you right now, NFL teams out there who want to double team my boy Max Crosby, the Condor, you're screwing yourself, because I don't know if you noticed yesterday, but when he got double teamed, that's when he got his sack, and that's when he got his pressure. My thing about Max Crosby is his motor. He looks at it like, okay, I'm getting double teamed. I'm going to go ahead and beat these dudes who dared to double team me. And you go ahead and do that. Go ahead and double and triple team Max Crosby, because guess what? You got the beast on the other side, Yannick Ngakoue. The way he played, I'm not going to lie, I thought he was going to tone it down this game because he hurt his hammy last game. But, dude, he played like it didn't phase him. So my thing is, we are okay where we're at. We don't need to be going out there signing. No, I heard someone say something about signing, Donald Penn. Come on now. But we're okay. You know what I mean? We got depth. That's what I've been saying this whole time to you, the podcast, the Raider Nation, everybody, that we have depth. I'm not worried about it. Solomon Thomas is doing what Maurice Hurst and Arden Key couldn't do, sacking the quarterback. He got 2 sacks in one game. He's almost tied with Arden Key what he got in total in 2 years. Not 2 games. In 2 years, Arden Key had 3 sacks. Solomon Thomas already has 2. Say something. Who got the real good deal at the end of this day? The Niners or the Raiders? The Raiders did. You see what I'm saying? So, man, I just wanted to, vent and let the Steeler Nation. Oh, I'm sorry, the Raider Nation. I'm sorry. I said Steeler Nation because I kept telling people yesterday, stop fucking saying Steeler Nation because it's Raider Nation. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, Raider Nation needs to know that, celebrate. I know a guy came on here earlier saying everyone needs to calm down. No, because we beat 2 good-ass teams back-to-back on a quote-unquote short week, injured, backups in.
Hold up. He was saying calm down because a lot of the players, a lot of the Raider Nation in the chat would say, "Oh, Tua's out. We're already 3-0." I'm not saying that.
Oh,
that's why he was saying.
Okay.
That's why he was saying relax because we got to take one game at a time. And we had people in the chat saying, "Oh, Tua's day to day. We already 3-0. We're looking past the Dolphins." No, you don't do that. Relax.
Right. You're right. Okay, I get that. And you know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think Brissett is more of a threat to us than Tua is. I'll be real. Tua hasn't shown me nothing, man. What has he really done since he's been in this league? Nothing but be hurt. So my thing is, I really think Brissett, like when we played him with the Colts, he put on a show. But let me tell you this, though. We have a whole new defense and defensive coordinator. And with the depth we have on the defensive line, the linebackers, it's because of the scheme. It's simple. They're used to it. They know it. It's not complicated like Pat Gunther's fucking, defense. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's nice to see the consistency on our pressure, and it's nice to see the consistency on our O-line. It doesn't matter who goes down. We're going to protect DC, 1, and 2, we're going to put the opposing quarterback on his ass because that's what Raider football is. Al Davis said it best. You can look up any Al Davis interview. He'll tell you 3 things. Within the first 3 to 5 plays, the quarterback has to go down, and he has to go down hard. And number 2, the vertical game. We got to go deep. What did we do this game and last game? Henry Ruggs is turning into that player that we all know he can be. The 11th overall pick is shining through. And it's nice to see that, go ahead. Now, go ahead and box up. They had a triple team on my favorite player, Darren Waller. And guess what? That only leaves room for Brian Edwards. It only leaves room for Henry Ruggs. Obviously, Foster Moreau. You know what I'm saying? So we are loaded with weapons on the O-line, on the D-line, and on our playmakers, like, our wide receivers, our running backs. We're loaded, man. So I just want to let you know, man, that, I got to get that off my chest, but I love how we're going. Raider Nation, we need you guys to show. I'm going to be in Idaho on Sunday. I really wish I can be in Vegas, but I will be at the game Monday night against the Chokers when we punch them right in the face. But we need you guys to show out at every home game. Every home game.
Facts.
And just put it on them, man. Like this, there's no brakes on this train, Raider Nation. We're coming, and we're coming in hot. So I don't give a damn who knows it, but the Raider Nation knows we're going to put the NFL on notice. We're about to open some eyes this year. And you know what? It's only week 2, but guess what? We beat some quality teams. Very, very, very quality teams. And that shows the Raider Nation that the Raiders are for real this year. And I love it. But hey, man, before I head out, I just want to let you know, I appreciate you following me back on on IG, man. You know,
Facts.
and
I follow anybody
that love, man.
Right. Anybody that's on here that's part of the Spotlight Raiders Talk Nation or come to the, come to, here, I'm going to follow you back. I'm not one of them type of YouTubers that don't follow back. I'm just not that one.
See,
That's not that
man,
one.
See, I said it last podcast. I'm gonna say it now. Real recognize real. Darian, you a real one. I'm keeping it a buck. Like I love Raider fans, but I love the real Raider fans. You see what I'm saying, man?
Right.
Hey, Raider Nation, I want you guys all to follow. We need to all follow each other, man. We're one big family. Darian, thank you, but everyone come out at the real Raider Pete. That's me. Come out. Follow me on Instagram. Darian, you're my motivation, bro. Like one day I'm gonna start my own podcast. I'm busy here at work. I got no time, but it's always the holidays when things slow down, and I'm on here every live, bro. Even though I don't call every time or message, I got the earpiece in and I'm listening to good. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I appreciate you, man. Much love to you. Much love to your family and Raider Nation, man. It feels good to be a fucking Raider fan, man. It's fucking it's awesome. Love it.
Facts.
But man, I love all y'all. We gotta keep grinding, keep hitting it. I'm not trying to say get out there and go into bankruptcy to go to games, but if you can go to a game to show support for our Raiders, please do so. And obviously, hit the like button, share this video. You know what I mean? Put your 2 cents in at the comments. And follow the Spotlight Raiders Talk, because this is where it really happens, baby.
Facts, brother. Thanks for all the love and the support, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, much love to you and your family. You stay up. And I got to say it one time. I don't give a damn if I'm in my truck with the windows cracked. Raiders!
I got something for you, Raider P. I got something for you, Raider P. I got something for you.
Touchdown! What you got?
Raiders!
All day, baby. Hey, I'll see y'all out there. Y'all stay up, stay healthy. One love, baby.
All right, one love. Thanks, brother. And that was Raider Pete, y'all. That was Raider Pete. I do got to get off because my boy Jake the Snake Silver of the Snake Sports Talk Show is live on the Spotlight Sports Network. He is live for his sports podcast. So please go over there and support Jake. He's a sports podcast that's part of the Spotlight Sports Network. Make sure y'all go over there and check him out. And I will be live again on the Spotlight Sports Network for live play-by-play and reactions for the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers game tonight on Monday night. Thank y'all so much for being here. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Spotlight Raiders Talk. Follow me on Instagram at Spotlight Raiders Talk. Twitter, Spotlight RN Talk. I'm sorry, Spotlight RN Talk. So let me get the link for y'all real quick for Jake on the Spotlight Sports Network. Let me just get that for y'all. Make sure y'all go over there and support him because he's talking about all sports over there. So if you have favorite teams or anything of that nature, make sure y'all go over there and check them out. Let me just get the link for y'all, and I'm going to put it in the chat real quick before I end it because I did overdo my time. I know Raider Pete, he talks how he talks. So let's just give me a second here. I'm waiting for it to load up as we speak. Come on now. Give me 1 second. I'm waiting for it to pull up. What is it taking? I don't know what is going on, man. I can't put it in from my computer because it's acting weird. Am I doing it from? Okay, I'm from the Spotlight Radio Store. Here goes the link right here, y'all. That is the link right there. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Spotlight Sports Talk. Facebook, Spotlight Raiders Talk. I'm sorry. But that's the link right there, y'all. I gotta go. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It's the Spotlight Sports Network and the Spotlight Raiders Talk. Love, peace, happiness. I'll see y'all Wednesday for the Dolphins and Raiders preview. Any news come out, I'll definitely be on it. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit, simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and the leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.